Hello, my name is Hans George Campbell. Welcome to part 2 of my drawing of the Fallout 3 RobCo building for GZDoom. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the finished building, and I'm going to be copying the custom graphics over to the huge city map that I've been working on for over a year. Then I'm going to copy this building to the clipboard. Then I'm going to load up that huge city map. The name of the map is HGC City Warzone. Do not get it confused with the original HGC City map. It is a totally different map, a lot larger, take about 2.5 to 3 hours to complete. And I've been working on this new map for over a year now. And this will be the first building that I'm going to be stamping onto or pasting onto the north side. You'll see what I'm talking about when I do it. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. I'm going to be stamping this this new building down where it goes in the map, in the new map that I'm drawing. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing, and I'm going to show you guys how to do dynamic lighting. I'm going to show you guys how to do your monsters, how you implement skill levels. And there's a lot of other things I'm going to be teaching in this video. There's a lot to cover. That's why it's over. The video is over an hour long. So if you're into GZDoom, or if you want to learn how to draw add-on maps for GZDoom or other games for that matter, then this video is for you. Okay. Also, toward the end of the video, I'm going to show you the map that what I've got done of the map that I've been working on for the past year. So yeah, there's a lot to cover in this video, so let's get started. Alright, the first thing I need to do is load up Slade. And then load up the RobCo building right here, revision 8. RobCo building R8. It's the final revision of the map of that building. Okay, because I have to copy over these custom graphics here over to the huge city map that I've been working on. So we'll load that up too. And that's going to be HGC City Warzone. And okay, we'll load that up. HGC City Warzone Map Center Revision 4. Okay. So I need to go down to where the custom textures are. I got quite a few of them in this map. Okay, it's going to be right here. So, yeah. See all the new textures, custom textures for this map? This is a huge map. Okay, so right here, I need to add it right after that. So go over here, and well, I'll show you that these are all the new textures that I had to draw for this building. Yeah. Okay. So, entry, copy, and then we're going to paste that. So we don't need, what am I doing? We don't need the other map anymore. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save that. Alright, now this one here, let's just go ahead and delete that. Okay, so now what we got to do, what am I doing? I want to delete these and remake them, and I'll show you how to do that. So entry, we're going to delete those two items. We're going to remake brand new ones. Okay, and how you do that, highlight that. All the way down to there. And then hold down the control key, because we have to unselect these markers. We don't want to include those. And then go all the way up. You can see all the custom textures that are used in this city map. It's quite a few. Quite a few. Okay. So now we're going to add all of those textures, 378 custom textures. Okay, add those 378 custom textures to Texture X. Now when you first click on it like this, all you're doing is you're creating the file. It's like a zip file. Think of it as a zip file. An empty zip file. So GZDoom textures, click on OK. So now we've created the empty zip file, or you know, and now we can actually add these to that by clicking on that. We also have to add them to the patch table, which is this here, add to patch table, right? And now okay, now we have to move this. I'll show you where we got to move it. It's important that you put these in the correct location within the Doom wide, within the file. They have to be in the correct location or it won't work. And I'll show you where that is. It's very important that these are placed in the correct position in this wide. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Well, we got to put it between P end and PP start. That's where we have to put it. Right there. Between P, you have to put these two files between P end and PP start. Okay, so now that they're there, we can go ahead and save this. See? Not saved. See, and there they are, between PN and PP start. The textures and the P names. I'm going to go ahead and save it again just to make sure it's saved. I always do that, just to make sure. Okay, so now those 8, I think it's 7 or 8 custom textures, I think it's 8 custom textures have been added with the rest of the textures that are used in that map. So now what we're going to do is we're going to load up GZDoom. Okay. Let's load up GZDoom Builder. Okay. And we're going to load up RobCo, the RobCo building. Okay. Put it on sectors mode when you do this. Let me get rid of that damn highlight crap. And we're going to highlight that whole building right there, right? And we're going to hit Control C. That copies it to the clipboard. Then we're going to hit C again. Okay. All right. Now we're going to close this. Okay, we're going to close it. We have that building copied to the clipboard. And then we're going to load up the map that I'm going to stamp that down on, which is this is the map I've been working on for the past year now. HGC City Warzone. A lot of people, they emailed me, they said they really enjoyed playing my original HGC City map, especially the mod-friendly version. But they liked playing the other one too. But they wanted me to draw one that takes like at least 2 or 3 hours to complete. They wanted a huge map. So your wish is my command, because this map, when I get finished with it, will take between 2 and 3 hours to complete the whole map. And this map is going to be highly optimized so that it will run very smoothly on Android smartphones. Yes, you heard that right. You will be able to play this map on your Android smartphone, and you should get between 30 to 48 frames per second, which is very smooth for a smartphone. But yeah, anyway, so I'm loading up that right there. Okay, HGC City Warzone Map Center revision 4. Let's load that up. Okay. All right. Okay, let's click on that. I'll show you the whole map, what I've got done so far. This is the south side. This is the north side. And that building that I drew is going to be the first building on the north side. It's going to go like right about here. But yeah, you can see how much I've got done on the south side. I'm still finishing up this area here on the south side. Well, actually this area right here on the south side. And then I'll be done with the south side. I can concentrate on the north side. I'm going to have a passenger station with tracks going all the way across. I'm going to have a military base. I'm also going to have a really nice airport. I'm going to have lots of industrial buildings. I'll have apartment complexes. I'll have a residential area. I'll have a really nice grain silo area here with a grain ship right there. It's going to look really cool. Anyway, let's prep this to get ready to stamp down the RobCo building. Where am I at? It's going to be right here. Okay, let me put this on 16. Put this on 100. I need to extend this road. So, okay. Okay, I know what to do. I don't really need to have it on 16. 8 would be fine. So we'll put it right there. It's going to go all the way over to here. And right like that. What am I doing? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna use the create sector tool. That's what that is. Make sectors mode, just to make sure that this sector is a true sector and there's nothing wrong with it. There's no openings in it. So you just click once and see how it flashed it. That means it made that sector. Okay, so now what we got to do is we have to lower that by 1 click, and we're going to change the surface of that. I'll draw the stripes later. Right now I just want to get the black part drawn, the asphalt drawn, like that. I can draw the stripes later. Okay, so now that we have that done, put this back on 16. I need to pull this out a little bit, and you'll see why in a moment. You'll see why. Okay. Okay, but yeah, before we can stamp that building down, we have to make sure that the road is long enough, because the sidewalks, you'll see what I'm talking about, as part of the building, is going to stamp down right next to this edge. So, yeah, I think I need to extend the road just a little bit more, and it will be perfect. We'll be ready to stamp down the building. All right. Wait till you guys see the building. It is so cool. It turned out really good. It really did. Turned out really good. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. That should fit. That should work. One more, and it should be perfect. It should be ready. Okay. All right. A lot of people don't believe me when I tell them that I drew all those maps that I drew, they don't believe me. They think I'm a liar. But you're watching me draw, you know. So, yeah. I created a lot of maps, not only for Doom 2 and GZDoom, but I also created a lot of maps for Duke Nukem 3D, about 50 maps for Duke Nukem 3D. I drew some maps for Shadow Warrior and Blood, and I even drew a map for Serious Sam. And I'm going to be showing all this wonderful content on my gaming YouTube channels, so stay tuned for all that exciting content coming up this year. Okay, so we're going to put this on 4MP. I like to have it the grid really tight like that, or small like that, whenever I stamp down new graphics. So let's make sure this is going to actually fit. Now, we'll put it back on 25. Okay, so I already copied that building to the clipboard. We're going to put this on Things mode. And we're going to Control V. I don't think it's going to be long enough. It's not long enough. Yeah. It's not long enough because it has to go like right about there. So let's see. Yeah. Just got to go up more. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it's got to go up more. So let's go ahead and undo paste. Okay. Put this back on 16. Put this on 200. You'll see what I'm doing. It'll be perfect when I get it done. It'll be perfect. It will be perfect. You'll see. You'll see, people, what I'm doing. All right. Now, the streets look kind of bland until I draw the striping. Then they start looking like real streets. But I can always add that later. Okay. That should work now. Let me see. That should work now. Put that back on 4. Put that back on 25. Yeah, it should work now. Let me see. Control V. Let's see. You know what? You know what? A little bit more. A little bit more, and it'll be perfect. So put this back on 16. 200. And yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. This should do it. This right here should do it. I'm going to extend the road further as I need to, but for right now, this is good the way it is. Put this back on 25. Yeah, that's going to be good. Okay, so now put this back on Things mode. Control V. Okay. And then I'm going to zoom in so I can get it perfect. See, I already got the sidewalk drawn right here. Okay. Now this is going to be an entrance where the trucks, it's going to be a fenced area. The trucks will be able to come here to the loading docks. Up here is going to be a parking lot. So, yeah. Employee parking lot. Okay, so let me zoom in to 200. And you can see why In fact, let me zoom in to 800. Yeah, that high, because I want to make sure that this is right there on the grid, like that. And then put it back on 25, and that should do it. Yeah. And that'll give me enough room here to draw, you know, where the trucks come in. There's going to be a fence area. There's going to be a fence around here. Parking lot over here. So, yeah, I think that's going to be good. Let's go ahead and stamp that down by pressing the C key. That clears it. As soon as you hit the C key, it stamps it down. Okay, so now, let me run the check real quick. Actually, not yet. I got to do something real quick first. Yeah, that's what I thought was going on. Now I got to add dynamic lighting right here to make those letters light up. You'll see. Okay, so what I got to do here, for there, because it's not a sidewalk yet, I'm just going to add that. Okay, I'm just going to add that. Wait a moment. Okay, this should be zeroed out. What the hell is going on with this? Should be zeroed out. Okay, 200. You guys will see what I'm doing in a moment. This should be zeroed out. I mean, it should be like -8. Yeah, -8. Okay. All of this should be... Okay, this should be -8. Alright. All of these... Well, let me just click on all of them. They should all be -8. What the hell is going on with these? Okay. So it's going to be -8. And then hit the C key to clear that. Go back into things mode. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And right there, that's going to be, for the time being, it's going to be, well, you'll see what I'm going to do when I get it all done. But right there, just do that for the time being. Okay. And then we got that like that. Okay, that goes like that. And this, I just want to make sure that it doesn't affect the slant. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Make sure. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. I don't see anything wrong with that. Yeah, that looks good. I corrected that. And then we need to go all the way down here. For the time being, I'll have that at the edge of the dirt, just for the time being. Just to get some kind of a texture there. So you won't get an error when we check the map. Alright, now we're going to put the edge of the sidewalk, which is going to be, I'm trying to think, okay, I usually use that for the edge of the sidewalk. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah. And the parking lot's going to be over here. And it's going to be at the same level as the road. So you'll see like the same thing here on the sidewalk. Those letters are going to be lit up. I'll show you the whole building when I actually load up the map. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. And we got all this over here. The roofing details. We got those. Remember how it was in the Fallout 3 building? The RobCo building in Fallout 3 that had like pyramids on top of those. The roof detailing is about the same what it was on the RobCo building. this in Fallout 3, because that's what this is. Okay, and yeah, and there was a garbage dumpster right there, if you remember. Now this looks better because this is the way the RobCo building looked before the bombs dropped and destroyed it. This is what the building looked like before those bombs dropped. And yeah, the loading dock. There was some boxes there on the original building. And then this right here, I had to use GZDoom's 3D flooring effect to create that, the little roof thing over the doors. And then, yeah. Okay, so now what I need to do, now that we got that done, I want to, okay, hit the Q key to get back in the 2D mode. And we're going to put this on 25. Let's go ahead and run a checky. Start the analysis. No errors were found. That's because I'm drawing the map, so there's not going to be any errors. So now I'm going to save it. I'm going to save the map as. I'm going to increment it because I added something. So I did something substantially new to the map. So when I do that, just in case I change my mind, I can always go back to the previous revision. So that's now saved. All right. So now what we need to do, okay. Okay. Put those on 200. We're going to add some detailing. We will light up the signs. Don't worry about that. Trying to think where I want to put a tree. I'm thinking right here. Yeah, right here. Go ahead and make sure that sector is made, created. Then we're going to drop that down one click. And we're going to add the dirt. Going to be flats. Going to be that dirt right there. You'll see what I'm doing in a moment. You know what? Put that on 400. And then we're going to boom, 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 and boom. All right, hit the C key to clear that. We're going to plant a tree right there. Plant that damn tree. You'll see what I'm doing in a moment. Now, there's only 5 skill levels in Doom. Skill level 6, 7, and 8, I think that's for Hexen or Heretic, if I remember correctly. That's what that's for. Okay, want to go down to our custom textures, which would be in Decorate. We got a lot of trees and plants to work with. I'm thinking I'm going to put that tree there. That tree there, I think will look good. So skill levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that tree will always be there, no matter what skill level you choose. So there's that. Let me make sure it's on the grid. I usually just move it, make sure it's snapped to the grid. Okay, that looks good. So now I'm going to do the same thing over here. Okay. All right. Use the Make Sector tool to make sure that sector is made, because sometimes it doesn't, and that can screw up the map. So it's important that you do that. All right. So this is going to be, well, it's going to be that. And we're going to lower it by 1 click. Okay, and then we're going to go to Lines mode. Boom, 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 boom. And we're going to select Go to steps. Go here. Like that. Hit the C key to clear that. Okay, and then we're going to add our tree. And then we'll go into 3D mode and see what it looks like, boys and ghouls. Boys and ghouls. All right. Okay. So let's put this back on. I'm going to put it like on 25%. Okay. So let's go back in the 3D mode by hitting the Q key. And because remember, this is going to be a parking lot here. Oh yeah, that looks good. And this is the sign. I'm fixing to light up the sign next. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I like that. That looks very good. Keep in mind, it's going to be a striped parking lot. There's going to be cars and trucks parked in here. It's going to look really cool. Yeah, I like that. The trees soften up the harshness of the bricks, you know. Yeah, I like that. That looks very good. Now, since it's man-made, it would be evenly spaced like that. Now, if it's nature, like trees planted all around the building and stuff, now that would not be man-made. That would be nature. So you don't want them perfectly, you know, you want them like randomized, because that's how nature does it. But for a city sidewalk, they would plant the trees evenly like this. So that looks good. That's realistic. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we want to light up those signs. And I'll show you how we do that. All right. So, we want to go into 400, and we want to put, let me see. I'm going to show you how to use dynamic lighting effectively. So we're going to put, it's not a tree, we don't need a tree. We want dynamic lights, and we want to choose light. And we want that, okay, the Z height, I can't remember exactly. I'm going to pick 192 to begin with. I can adjust it later from within 3D mode. We're going to change the icon, or the 3D light symbol to red, so I know what color it is when I'm looking at it in 2D mode. And then this changes it within the map. Okay, and then we're going to have it at 32. 32 is actually pretty good for that. You don't want it too bright, but you don't want it too dim either. So that's ready. Okay, do the same thing over here. 192. Okay, for the Z height, change that to red, and we're gonna, yeah, boom, boom, and 32. Okay, I need to add 2 more because I know where the sign letters are. So, yeah, you'll see what I'm doing. 192 and okay, 0. Yeah, 0. Change the brightness to 32. 48 usually works for certain instances pretty good too. But yeah. 64 is usually too bright. 64 is the default. That's usually, I found it's usually a little bit too bright. Okay, 1 more and we'll see what it looks like. So put that there. Set the Z height for 192. We can adjust that later in 3D mode, but I think 192 is pretty close to where it needs to be. Yeah. Okay, 0 and 0 and 32. All right, so let's go into 3D mode. Let me put this back on like 200. We're going to go into 3D mode. Oh yeah, that's looking good. We're lighting up. Yeah, it's light up on the bricks too. Because the way those type of letters are fastened to the bricks, they use like long metal rods that screw into the bricks, and then the letters are mounted on those rods just a few inches away from the bricks, and that creates like a drop shadow effect on the bricks. This is the way it looks in real life. And so I figured that these are not perfect. Let me raise it up just a little bit, and I think it'll be perfect. Let's put it at 196. 196 should do it. Yeah. Actually, well, let me go over here. Might have to be 198. 198. Let's see if that works. Yeah, 198 is perfect. So 198. Okay. And yeah. Let's do this. Okay, so 198. And did over here to that one. 198. Now, let's see what it looks like. Oh, yeah, people. Now, you won't see those little light bulbs there when you're actually loading up the map. You won't see those. You'll just see the lighting effect of the dynamic lighting. But, yeah, that looks really good. Oh, hell yeah. That looks... Yeah. That looks really good. Oh, yeah. I think at 48 it would be too bright. 48 I think it would be too bright. Because it is brighter when you actually load up the map. It is brighter within the game itself. But yeah, that looks good. I mean, it lights the red up on the... It shines the red light on the walls. The brick walls and everything. It looks good. I think that's going to look very good. A lot better than what it looks like without dynamic lighting, like right over here. I'm going to see, this is without dynamic lighting. See how boring and blasé that looks? Well, I'm going to add dynamic lighting to that as well. Okay, so on that one, we're going to put it... Okay. That's going to be, I think, 64 of that one, the Z height. And then, same thing like before. 0, 0, 32. Okay. Yeah. I can always adjust the Z height when I'm in 3D mode, but I think 64 is pretty close where it needs to be. Yeah. It's pretty close. Okay, for the brightness. One more and I'm done with this. And the sign should be lit up. Okay. So, yeah. 64. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, see how it just makes that pop? Now, I thought it would have to be adjusted. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll set the Z height. 72 should be perfect. 72. Is that too high? Okay. Drop it down to 68. Yeah, I'm a perfectionist. But that's why my Doom maps are among the best in the world, because I am a perfectionist. So 68. All right. Okay. Okay, 68. All right. 68. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so now what we got to do is we have to put this back on 8. We're going to zoom in because I need to add some lights on each side of the door. And for that, I need the floor lamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be they're an all skill level single player co-op. Alrighty, looking good. What the fuck? Well, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, like that should be good. I mean, yeah. Let's see what that looks like. Well, it's not going to light up until you load up the map. When you load up the map, this will look really good when you load up the map. Okay? It'll actually light up. You know, we'll see when I load up the map. But let me make sure it's not too close to the wall, because it could get stuck on the wall or get in the wall. Make sure it's enough clearance. That's what that square line is around all solid objects like that, or items like that. That's if you can't see this back part, it's too close to the wall. So yeah, you want to make sure. Yeah, that's. Let me go back over here. Yeah, that's looking good. Because keep in mind, those lights will light up. Yeah, I like that actually. I think it looks pretty good. Should I have them close to the door? But no, I think it looks pretty good like that actually. Yeah, and then do the same thing over over here, like right there. Okay, I'll adjust it in 2D mode in a moment. Right there. Okay, so like that. And then go over here. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I think that's going to look pretty good. I'm thinking, yeah, that's going to look good. Yeah. Okay, the only other thing we have to do is we have to go over here to the loading dock area. There's the trash can, or the dumpster. Now what I'm going to have there, because I'm going to have a Revenant, and he can shoot across this damn river. Right to that cargo ship. He'll oh yeah, you'll see. You'll see. So what I'm going to do here, okay, put this back on 8. Put this back on 200. We're going to put a Revenant, well, a Revenant right there. Oh, he's a mean motherfucker. Okay, a Revenant, have him like that. He's not deaf. I'm not going to have him there in skill levels 1 and 2, only in skill levels 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, make it a little bit easier on the player and those, you know, skill levels. So yeah, and then yeah, he's on top of the garbage can. Okay, so let me show you how I implement the skill levels. Now, there's two ways you can place monsters here. If you want to keep them, make sure that they're spread out and they don't move, block each other, you know, what you want to, you can draw squares, okay, that you put each monster in, and you set the line of that square to block monster. And that'll keep the monster within a certain area. But I'm not going to do that in this instance. So what I'm going to do is I just want to throw some imps on there. Okay. Now when I start out, have on all 5 skill levels. Now they'll be able to fire across the water too. Okay. You'll see what I'm doing in a moment. All right. Now, how I want to do this. Like that's good, actually. Yeah, it's not bad. Like that's good. A lot of people don't like it that I make it even like that, but it's just the way I am, you know. I think that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. You know what? What am I doing? Clear that shit. Okay. Move them like that. You'll see what I'm doing in a moment, boys and ghouls. You'll see what I'm doing. Okay, so that right there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. So now they're evenly spaced apart. Of course, they're going to move around. As soon as you load up the damn map, they're going to move around all over the damn place. Okay, so this is how, okay, if you want to easily implement the skill levels in your map, this is how you do it. You place your monsters in multiples of 4. It's the easiest way to implement the skill levels. Okay? And the reason why you do that, the first monster, all 5 skill levels, right? The second one, you uncheck skill level 1. The next one, you uncheck skill level 1 and 2, right? And the third one, you uncheck skills 1, 2, and 3. This way, that's a really easy way of implementing the skill levels. Like in skill level 1, there's only 1 monster, 1 imp. Skill level 2, there's 2 imps. Skill level 3, there's 3 imps. Skill level 4, or ultra violence mode, and nightmare mode, there's the 4 imps. Okay. You can also make it to where in the higher skill level, you have a more powerful monster. Like a Hell Knight is more powerful than an imp. Okay, and he's only there in skills 4 and 5. You can do that. Okay. Or, well, I don't want to have a phase imp. I'm thinking, see, the north side, the difficulty level is going to be, is going to go up quite a bit from the south side. Once you cross that Main Street bridge and you come over here to the north side, the difficulty is going to ramp up quite a bit. Like on the south side, you have Hell Knights. But on the north side, no, you don't have Hell Knights. You have Barons of Hell. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to change these to Barons. And they'll be able to see you on your on the cargo ship, in the shipyard. They'll shoot clear across that river. Oh yeah, they'll shoot clear across that river along with the Revenant there. He'll be shooting his homing rockets at you. So yeah, I want Barons up here on the RobCo factory. Okay, let me do a checkie real quick before saving this. No errors are found. Save it. Okay. And let's see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They'll be walking there and firing at the player, you know. Oh, yeah. It's going to look good. It's going to look good. I'm thinking. I don't know. I might change it back to imps, though. I don't know. I may have them over here, too, on this side, too. Yeah, that's quite a few. That's 8 more monsters. Well, 9 more if you count that. Right? I'm going to change it back to imps. I don't want the barons until you get further in. So let's just go ahead and change these back to imps. Yeah. All right. Yeah, change it back to imps. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah. Yeah, they go better with that building. Yeah, that looks good. And I'll put imps over here too. Not right now, but I'll put them there. Now I'm also going to have on the top, you'll see what I'm going to do on the top part. Okay, I'm going to have a remnant over here too. Yeah. Put a remnant right there on top of that crate. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A remnant. And he won't be. He will not be there in skill levels 1, but he'll be there in skill levels 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Yeah. Okay. So the other thing I need to do is I need to put. Let me see. I need to put a light. Where is it at? The light sources. I need to put a floor lamp right there. The lamps are always there. Skills 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single player co-op. All right. Okay. You'll see what I'm doing in a moment. All right. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yes, you can see these red lines here. That means it's a 3D flooring effect. Yeah, 3D flooring effect. Okay. All right. So put this on 25, and I'm going to check it again, and then we'll load it up in the map. We'll take a look at it, see what it looks like in the map itself. Okay, no errors are found, of course, because I'm drawing it. This should run great on Android smartphones. It should run really good. So let me make sure that, yeah, those will light up, and there'll be trucks. Yeah, I think this is going to be good. I could put like a health right there. Let me go ahead and do that. Just, you know, just put it right there. Health, we'll put a medikit right there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'll put it in all the skill levels. Like that'd be good. And let's see what, okay, I want to save that again. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That looks really good, actually. I like the way that looks. Now, keep in mind, this would be like pavement here, parking lot where trucks come in. This will be dropped down by -8, so you'll have a lip right here, like I did the sidewalk. It'll look really good when I'm done. You'll see. It'll look really good. But now, we're going to load this up within the game itself to see what it looks like. Okay? So, we're going to do that right now. Yeah. Put this back on fit to screen. Make sure it's saved. Alright, I'm going to load it up on ultraviolence mode. Okay. So, I'm going to freeze the monsters. Okay, freeze monsters. Give all, so I don't accidentally pick up items while I'm doing a flyby and showing you what I've got done so far. So, yeah. Okay. Alright. Let me see if I can see that from the window. Yeah, I can see that. The RobCo building is right over there. Yeah, that's going to look really good, I think. I think it's going to look good. Okay. So, let's go over there. What am I doing? Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that. And go there. Secret. Yeah, right. Okay. Let's go over here. Revenants, fuck off. Okay. Okay, the bridge is raised on this bridge to let the tugboat come through. Now I haven't finished all this. I still got to do detailing on the edge here. See how it looks flat? I mean, straight and unrealistic. I'll make all that look realistic. I'll make it real wavy. There'll be grass. There'll be dirt between the water and the grass. There'll be small plants near the water. There'll be some trees back there. It'll look realistic. You'll see. Okay, so let's, I'm just going to quickly go through here. I'm not going to really show you the map. Now, when it's finished, I will do a complete playthrough of this map, and that's when you'll see the whole map in detail. But for now, I'm just doing a quick, like a fly-by or whatever, or run-by or whatever. Okay. Yep. Just going to be a beautiful map when it's done. Absolutely gorgeous map. Absolutely gorgeous. You'll see. It's going to be a beautiful map. Now the custom monsters are only in the map in ultraviolence mode, or the German overkill skill level and nightmare skill level. And skill levels 1, 2, and 3 is just normal Doom 2 monsters. Okay? Just normal Doom 2 monsters. Did I grab the ones over here? Okay, grab that. Grab that. Okay. And we're going to go in the safer way. Yeah, going the safer way. I like my Keiko Man. Keiko Man Arcade. Yes, it's Keiko Man. Instead of Pac-Man, Keiko Man. Okay. Can I do this? Oh shit. You know what? I'm just gonna fly. I'm just gonna use the fly command because I suck at jumping. I really do. Grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that. Grab the key. Okay. That's what the console commands are used for. They're meant for content creators like me. They're not meant to be used for cheating. So, yeah. Okay. Safer way. People are getting their coffee. Alright, they're getting their coffee. And, okay, it should be one at the bus stop here. Should be some over here, I think. Didn't I put some over here? I think I did. Yeah, one there. There's one hidden back here. Okay. I think there's one over here near the green car. Alright. There's some ambulances, because this is a medical center. Ambulances there. You know. Yeah. Okay, there's a police station. And I'll show you a little bit of the police station. Southside Police Station. Alrighty. Got some cop cars in here. More cop cars there. We got some armored vehicles there for the SWAT police. We got a police helicopter right there. And I like the way I did my fencing. Now that's the way I'm going to do the fencing around the RobCo factory building that I just put in the map. It's going to have fencing like this around it. Yeah. It'll look pretty cool when it's done. I got cherry trees going down the center of Main Street. Yeah. I think I got some more armor bonuses over here. They're going to be planted all over the map. This will force players to fully explore the map, you know, because if you're looking for the armor bonuses and the health bonuses, you know. Yeah. Okay. So, I'll talk more about this map when I finish it and I do the playthrough of it. Yes, Doom World sucks. It sure does. Doom World sucks. That's right, people. Doom World sucks. Okay. I think I put some over here. What the fuck? Oh, I put one over here. Okay, that's good. Damn sneaky revenant hiding behind that truck. Yeah. Oh, look. Doom's playing at the theater tonight. Yeah, Doom's playing at the theater tonight. Yeah, Doom's playing at the theater. Okay, so let's go here. Yeah, get that yellow key. Let's go over here. Those are one-way doors, by the way. Okay. Let's see. I think I placed a couple in his residential area. Let's go ahead and grab those. Yeah. Yeah, we'll grab those. I haven't finished this area yet. I still got a lot of plants to plant and trees. I still got cars and trucks to put here. I still got to put plants and stuff in front of the windows, just like I did over here. You know, I got to do that on all the houses. I got to put more trees on the other side of the wall to create the illusion of depth. And it'll look really good. There's one of the cyber demons that'll beat the fuck out of you. There's the bridge. And yeah, there's the tower. There's a guy that sits up there. He raises and lowers the bridge. And here's this part right here. Okay, we got, yeah. Yep, I like it. HGC books. This is an armory right here. This Cyber Demon's guarding the red key. There's fire department. Right there, that's the fire department. See how it looks? The fire department. And then, okay, we got a Commodore store. We got an Atari computer store. We got an Amiga computer store. And I haven't made the IBM sign yet, but that's going to be the IBM store. And I still got buildings to put here and trees and stuff. This is based off a bank building in downtown Portland, only that's a lot taller for the real one. But I like the way it looks, just going across to the processing center. Okay. This is going to be a parking lot here. There's going to be a building right here with two alleyways. This is going to be a parking lot. That's Ramada Inn. This is 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. See? Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It's going to be parking lot with cars and stuff parked here. Probably going to put a corner building right here. But there's Ramada Inn. That's based on a real building right there. I'm going to put dynamic lighting right there to make those doors light up. See? These rear doors will light up red to make them look really cool. But let's go see the RobCo factory building. Let's see what it looks like. We're going to go over the bridge now. And yeah, oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, and the remnants will be, and the M's will be of the fire across there. You'll see their firepower going, hitting you on that over there when you're in the shipyard. It'll look really cool. The visual will be really cool. Okay, so there's that. Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks good. I like that. That looks very good. Yeah, that looks good. I'll have trucks over here and everything too. It'll be a fence that goes around this area. Yeah, this looks good. I like it, the way it looks. Yeah, I like that. This is going to be a parking lot right here. Yeah, this looks good. The sidewalk, yeah, that looks good. RobCo, which is short for Robotics Company. That looks a lot like the original building from Fallout 3. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it's going to play well, too, because I'm going to put 4 imps there. I'm not going to put anything there because I don't want anything covering up that RobCo sign. It's so beautiful. I don't want people shooting that, so there won't be any monsters there. But I am going to put... Okay, let me go in the fly mode. Let's fly. I'm going to go on the fly mode. Okay. I am... Okay. I'm thinking about putting an arachnotron right there, but I'm going to have to draw like a square, right? And set the block monster flag so that it keeps the arachnotron right here. And this arachnotron will be able to fire down at you. Even from, they'll be able to shoot way down there too. I'm also going to put an arachnotron, same thing, draw the square first. You won't see the square. It's just for the lines to have the block monster flag set to keep the arachnotron right here. So there'll be an arachnotron there. There'll be an arachnotron there. And I think it'll look really good. But yeah, let's go up higher. And we'll take a look at this building from... If you notice, if you remember what the original RobCo building looks like in Fallout 3, you'll notice that this looks very similar. Just imagine RobCo factory before the bombs dropped. And this is about what it would look like. See, it would look like this. The RobCo building, you know. It'll look really cool. I think, you know what? I might have that as the screen, well, the scream shot. You know, let me see. The scream shot. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I want to try to get a good scream shot of that. A good scream shot. That there ain't too bad, but let me go up a little bit higher. And then, yeah, I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Yeah, getting that scream shot. Okay, let me do something real quick. I want to get rid of the crosshair. Let's see. We'll do none. Okay, before I take the screenshot, we can also expand that like that. I'm wondering if there's a way to get rid of that damn hand in the middle. I don't know if it can be done or not. Anyway, yeah, that'll be okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this scream shot for the thumbnail or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna take that scream shot right there. Okay, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And then we're going to put that back like that. Put the HUD back. It's a circle. Yeah, but this, if you remember, even the roof detailings look just like this on the original building. They look just like this. Just like this. Yeah. They look just like this on the original building. Even those like ribs right there. You know, with the windows in between each one. Now, it had stuff down here too. I think they went overboard on that, the original artist that drew that building. So I didn't add them here. That's for contrast. And the same thing with down here on this first floor. I did not add those to there. And then same thing with here. I want to keep that just a brick wall. Just have those up there. If you notice, on the original building, on the tops of these square posts, it's like a pyramid up on top. I drew that on this building too. So yeah, and then it has a big tank with a big tube going like that. Now, I had to work within the confines of the Doom 2 engine. So I had to make mine square. I couldn't make it round like it is in the in Fallout 3. But it still looks similar. It still turned out really good, I think. I think it turned out really good. So, yeah. Yeah, when I draw the street stripes and draw the fence around here and the trucks trucks parked here and going in and out, I think it's going to look very good. I'll have buildings on this side too. I think it's going to look very good. I really do. Yeah. 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 I got a lot more to draw on the north side, but I'm going to finish up the south side first, and then I can concentrate on the north side. But this here, the RobCo building from Fallout 3, is the first building on the north side. First building on the north side, right there. Right there, people. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. Let's take a look at the rear again, because I think it looks pretty good too, the way that looks. I'm gonna do it at an angle like that. But yeah, that I think that turned out really good. Look at that. Yeah, that turned out pretty good. I had to use artistic license to make this building my own. Draw it. I didn't have the exact textures that the original artist used in Fallout 3, but I didn't really want to use those textures. I like higher contrast textures when I'm drawing stuff for these different PC games. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I got about another year's worth of work to do on this map before it's finished. But I thought it'd be kind of cool, you know, showing you guys how I create buildings and how I use building modules that I draw to stamp down any building I want within a map. And this is how I do it. And this way I can make different city maps, and I can use the same buildings, only they're in different locations, so that the maps look different. Even though I'm using the same buildings, they look different because the buildings are stamped down in different locations, the roads are different, the detailing is different, the monster placement is different. So yeah, this is a real clever way. In fact, this is how it's done in all PC games. We draw, I mean, if you look at the original RobCo building in Fallout 3, that's basically a structure just like this. There's a separate structure that was stamped down on that terrain. And we use programs to create those terrains. I even have a program on my Amiga 2000 computer that I use for actually creating terrains that I can use in Doom maps or Serious Sam maps and stuff like that. In the near future, I'm going to show you guys how we create terrains where you have hills and mountains and things like that. And then you take buildings like this and you stamp them down on the terrain. You just got to make sure when you're drawing your terrain that you have flat areas for the buildings to be stamped down on. And yeah, it makes it look more realistic. And you could do that manually within the Doom engine by creating triangles that are hooked together. And you go in 3D mode like this, and you grab the vertices and you can move them up and down to create your hills and your mountains. And then, depending on how you texture them, it could be like a grass or dirt covered hill, or it could be a snow-capped mountain or whatever. It just depends on how you texture everything. And then you plant your trees and your bushes, and it just makes it look very realistic. And that's the reason why when you're playing Fallout 3, like what I showed you in the first video, as you're moving, the graphics start loading in as you move. And I showed you that in the first video, how I did that. You actually see the grass and the bushes and the items actually load in as you're moving toward that area. Well, that's how it's done. That's how all games like this are done. You know, stuff like these buildings, they're drawn separate. And then they're cut and pasted where they're needed within the terrain map. You start with a terrain, and then you work from there. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more exciting content on the Hans Campbell Show. I have a lot of content coming up this year. I have videos. I got Commodore 64 videos coming up, Commodore 128 videos, Amiga 2000, Amiga 500 and 1200 videos coming up, Atari ST videos coming up, Apple IIe computers videos coming up, Apple IIgs, Macintosh videos coming up. I think I even have, I plan on working on my Commodore SX64 this year. It has a white screen, but that's usually because it's different boards that are plugged into card edge connectors, and sometimes the card can come loose, one of the boards can come loose, and so that usually causes the white screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug those boards in and see if that corrects it. If not, it's most likely the PLA chip. I'll have to replace that. But yeah, I'll be working on my Commodore SX64 this year. I'm going to be doing legacy PC builds. I'm going to be doing more unboxing and review videos. And I'm quite sure I'm going to have some more pickup videos this year, pickup videos. And people are always dropping stuff off at the shop. So I'll show that too, sometimes, whatever, if I feel like it, But yeah, anyway, that's it. My name is Hans George Campbell. And until next time.